In the backstage this week, was it this week? I think it was. It all blends together. But I mentioned the fact that I'm a gamer, that I play video games, and I got a lot of mail. I want to talk about that more, but I can't do it this week. Hopefully, if the news allows, I'll talk about it more next week, because I have a long, long history with video games. I was there at the beginning, and they have meant a lot to me, and I've watched them develop over time. So I have a lot to say about that. But right now, we started this week talking about the Oscars. I want to finish the week talking about the Oscars, about the fact that Green Book won the best film. And I thought Green Book was a watchable, likable film about a white driver, and a black pianist, a jazz man, who travel in the South during segregation days and form an unlikely friendship, as we say in Hollywood, an unlikely bond. This really bothered the left. This film bothered the left because it showed a friendship between a white man and a black man. It showed a white man kind of teasing the black man into letting go of some of his stiffness, trying to get him to try fried chicken and things like this. And it just drove the left mad. And the fact that that won drove the left mad. Here is the New York Times. We'll travel to Knucklehead Row, the opinion page. Actually, you know what? This wasn't on Knucklehead Row. This was on the front page of the New York Times, an article on the front page attacking the Academy for giving this award to Green Book. So listen to what they say. Something seismic was happening during the Academy Awards ceremony on Sunday night. The Hollywood establishment, excoriated for its longtime exclusion of women and minorities, recognized African-American production design and costume virtuosos for the first time. Asian-American filmmakers were honored. A movie about a gay rock star collected 4 trophies. Let me just pause here for a minute and say this whole Oscars so white controversy was nonsense. About as many black people have won Oscars as there are percentage-wise black people in America in the modern era. Certainly, this was brought up when Will Smith wasn't nominated, and his wife got angry about it, and she made these remarks, and the press picked it up. It has nothing to do with the actual numbers. So they're praising the Oscars for being woke, for being bullied into wokeness. They're praising them for that. And then they say, but then came Green Book in a choice that prompted immediate blowback from, among others, the director Spike Lee, who threw up his hands in frustration and started to walk out of the theater because he lost, not because of the issues. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences gave the Best Picture Oscar to a segregation-era buddy film. While admired by some as a feel-good depiction of people uniting against the odds, the movie was criticized by others as a simplistic take on race relations, both woefully retrograde and borderline bigoted. It was the ultimate Lucy pulling away the football moment for those who had hoped the Film Academy was going to reveal itself as a definitely progressive organization, that the 2017 selection of Moonlight, a little sliver of a film, as Best Picture, that wasn't a fluke, that the efforts to diversify its membership had been transformational. Albeit it says still 69% male and 84% white. In other words, no quarter given, no other opinion is allowed in the arts. This is the New York Times bidding for a monopoly of the culture. Not just, there are a lot of leftists in Hollywood making culture, but it shall not be allowed that a film that does not agree with the woke agenda of the left, which is now the New York Times, does not agree with that, shall not be allowed, that these awards shall not be allowed. This is a vote that's taken. This is the people in the Academy voting for the film they thought was best. This was certainly the most likable of the films that was nominated. I didn't think it was the best. I thought The Favorite was a better film, but not anywhere near as likable. This was a typical Hollywood, as they say, a buddy film. That this did not put forward the fact that we should hate each other, that intersectionality should rule our lives, and intersectionality, which is just racism, that's all it is, that this kind of leftist racism should not be embedded, monopolizing the culture, is intolerable to the left. And it's a fascinating thing that they didn't say, well, we disagreed with this choice because of this, this, and this. They said, no, this ruins everything. This sets everything back. We thought we had you bullied into submission, and we lost. That is the goal of the New York Times and the left. But I repeat myself, that is their goal, complete monopoly of the culture. We shouldn't allow it, but I feel like I'm talking to myself when I say that. The Klavanless weekend is upon us. I'm sorry, I got to let you go into the dark and chaos of that nighttime, that nightmarish world of the Klavanless weekend. We will be back on Monday if you survive. Doubtful, but if you make it, we'll be here. I'm Andrew Klavan. This is The Andrew Klavan Show.